What's up, Assembly Youth? I want to bring you a devotional for this Wednesday. I have been so excited for how we've been connecting on Mondays and Wednesdays, and I would just want to encourage you, if you've not been getting text messages from your small group leaders, if your parents haven't been getting emails with links and passwords, and if you haven't been getting any kind of notification about these Zoom meetings, I want you to let me know so I can make sure you are getting contacted so you can be included and be a part. Even though we're not meeting on Wednesday nights here at the church, we are still meeting. In fact, we're meeting more than we were before all this started. So make sure, if you're not getting those, make sure and let me know. I want to bring us a word this week on what are we listening for? What are we trying to hear? What are the things that maybe in your mind's eye that you see often? It's kind of like there's this old idea of when you get a car or when you get a new phone or when you get a new thing, all of a sudden you see that thing everywhere. So like when I got my truck, I started seeing black trucks everywhere. I felt like everybody had one. And the same idea is in the Word of God, because what you're listening for is what you're going to get. I want to give you an example. One time I saw Jake Harden. He was walking up to the door of the church. This was many months back, and I was on my hoverboard. I have a hoverboard that I ride around church, and so I zoomed into the shadows and waited for him to come through that door. Now what I did next was I played on the fact that Jake was not listening for me to be on a hoverboard to scare him. So when he came through the door, I hovered up behind him, and then I scared him out of his daydream. And which it's like, kind of semi-ridiculous. Who's going to be listening for somebody on a hoverboard as they walk into a church? Nobody. So the deal is you're probably only going to hear the things that you're listening for. You're probably only going to see the things that you're looking for, and it's just characteristic of who we are as humans. And I think Jesus knows that. And we've been going through these 7 churches in Revelations, and he gives Jesus gives this input and these observations, but at the end of it, he always qualifies it with he who has an ear. Are you listening for the voice of Jesus? We see it in Revelations chapter 2, verse 11, and you see it at the end of each one of those feedbacks for the 7 churches. And so I just want to ask myself, what are we listening for during this time? Are we positioning ourselves? Are we posturing ourselves to listen for the voice of Jesus? I just want to go over real quick our method for reading the Word of God, because I feel like if you'll ingrain this in your life, it'll serve you for your entire lifetime. And we use a method called SOAP. We read the scriptures. We make an observation. So you can read a chapter or like a little section of scriptures, and you make an observation. What kind of jumps off the page? What's one of those kind of aha things? You make an application personally. How can you learn from it? How can you be better because of it? And then you just pray about it. Jesus, help me with this. Jesus, help me remember this, or whatever the case may be for you. And so I just want to encourage you during this time, make sure that you're listening for the voice of Jesus, because one of the things that we can glean from all those statements at the end of the churches in Revelation is that Jesus is speaking, but are we listening? I hope you have an amazing day. I hope to see you on our Zoom calls. And once again, if you're not getting that information, if you're not getting those texts, or your parents aren't getting emails, please let me know so I can get you invites and passwords to come and be a part. I hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. See ya.